Alicia,
Hi.
Alicia,
Oh,
hello. Hold
wait.
on, go ahead and turn on your camera. You'll be able to see me next, like
Um,
us next.
okay, there we go.
Hello. Are you
Hello.
ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay, me too. Me too. I have a question, random. Do you ever get your nails hot pink? I don't know why I'm asking you that.
Yeah, I do.
You do.
They're
Okay,
not right
very
now.
odd. I know. Okay, can I just tell you where that came from real quick? So
Yes.
somebody just flashed me like I was doing this with my hands and they turned my nails hot pink or like that fuchsia color. And
Yep.
I go, weird. And they talk about you. And I go, oh, okay, I like it.
That's
Hold on.
me.
Yeah, yeah, huh? You're fun. So yes, they are with you when you get your nails done. They are with you all during that time. Okay, let me tell how this happens. I'm on cloud nine right now. I've been channeling for like 3 hours, so I'm just tapping in. Well, let me tell you how this works. So number one, obviously, it's just me. I'm gonna have my little notepad. I'm gonna have my little pen. I have my little spirit box down here. So if I look down at my phone, I'm not being rude. I'm just, oh, it just says yes. Okay, well, that's okay. Yes, twice. So essentially, there's stuff going on. So I may take a screenshot and show it to you. That
Okay.
way you can see what's happening. The next thing is when they talk, how do they talk? Well, they come through because they love you, they're connected to you, but they essentially say, I love you so much, please hop in Amy's brain and please play with it. When they do this, they do it in 4 different ways. The first way is that they give me a bunch of signs and symbols. They may show me something like a pineapple. That means that they're from Florida, stuff like that to try to create a sentence. The next thing is that they will try to talk in mainly feelings. That's what's happening right now. So they would bring up a feeling of what it was like when I took my dad off life support. So I would say, did you take this person off life support? And they can make me feel everything from that to if you had ice cream last Friday. Like, I don't know, it's everything.
Okay.
And and then the last two things are that they'll try to essentially use my memories and use my experiences to talk about theirs. The only issue here is, remember, I am from Houston, Texas originally. I live in the middle of nowhere in East Texas. I don't believe in snow. I haven't been out of the country and I haven't really gone north of Oklahoma. So essentially, and I haven't really gone over to like the Carolinas or anything like that either. So if I go, well, are you in like around Ohio? It's because I haven't been there and they're like drawing a circle around this area. Okay. So it may be hard for me to understand like what your neighborhood looks like in New York if I've never been there before. Okay.
Right.
And the last thing is that they will talk in words, but really what they do is they do all four of those all at the same time. And I'm just trying to figure it out. So there is somebody here already, and I am getting mad anxiety in a good way. That just means there's a spirit around. So hold on. They're very nice though. They go, oh, I don't mean to. I don't mean to make you anxious. Are you okay? Like just very nice like that. I go, oh, okay, well, that's fine, thank you. And who are you? Why? Hold on. 7-year itch. Hold on. Did you get remarried?
No.
Odd. Okay, 7-year itch goes for marriage for me, which is really, really weird. So hold on, we'll have to figure out what that means in a second. So you're in a relationship right now?
I am.
Okay. And what year are you on with that one right now?
A little over a year.
A little. Oh.
Hmm.
All right. So God, here we go. I'm not saying that, oh God, for you. I'm saying, so you really
Yeah,
like this person right now?
I do.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to let you know, I think you do get married to him, or I think there is like a long-term thing, but this is what I'm going to say about that. This is going to be just between me and the fence post. Don't go and like announce it because we don't want it to be, what do they call it? Like when you talk about it so much and it happens. I want you to
Hmm.
really focus on like the 7th year of the relationship or what will happen on the 7th year. Okay. So it could be that it like goes apart. So we'll just see. She says that my a spirit box just said agree. Tell me about that. Why? Who are you? Come here. Where are you? Oh my. Somebody just said I didn't know what the hell was going on. Which leads me to believe that on, come here, come here. Oh my, interesting. So like I know we're trying to contact mom. Okay. That's 110%.
Mhm.
And I think they're here right now, but, weird. Did she end up like getting sick and like not
Mm.
okay? Yeah, she goes like this. She says, "Well, at the end of my life, I'm out of it. I don't really know what's going on." And I said, "What? What are you talking about?" And she says, "Well, my eyes were closed." This is how it sounds. My eyes were closed, but my body's there. And then all of a sudden, this light started coming. And I was like, "What the hell is that?" Or it's like says it like that. And I go, "What do you mean?" She's talking about dying, and she's talking about essentially her not fully understanding or being ready for it. So maybe it came like a little bit too. That's what she's talking about. And she's complaining about it. And she says, but by the time it got here, it was okay. I wasn't ready for it, even though I was sick and I wasn't feeling good. I said, oh, okay. And she says that, tell me. She said somebody said screw the hospitals, which is interesting. With her, did we end up having her on hospice at home?
We did.
Yeah, she goes like this. Okay, mind you, she's using my words. I don't know if your mom was actually this vocal with fucks and stuff, but this is what it sounds like. She goes, you know what? Fuck the hospital. And I
Yeah.
said, why? She says, they didn't help. I said, well, where were you at? She says, they had me on hospice, shitty care at home. I go, oh, okay, that's fine. And she says that, tell me. Somebody said, bring me some more drugs. So that means like,
Yeah.
help me stay out of pain or something. And I said, okay. And she says that, what? You're not a nurse though. So were you helping her? Were you like physically helping your mom take care of her?
Yes. I cared for her at the end of her life. She was a nurse.
She's a nurse. She goes like this. She says, my daughter helped me so much. Ah, she should have been a nurse. She's not a nurse though. And I go, what? Okay. And she says that, thank you for that. She keeps saying. And why? How? Laying down hurt. I don't know why laying down hurt. She says, I couldn't sit up. I couldn't lay down. Oh, laying down hurt, but I had to. What happened? That's how she sounds in my brain. And she says that, tell me. Um, Interesting. Do you have a younger child around you now?
I have 2 children,
You do?
living
Okay,
children.
yeah, yes, okay, all she makes me hear is kids around you talking, "Mom, ba 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 ba," and I
Mhm.
go, "Okay," and, she says, "I watch them." I go, "Oh, okay,"
Yep.
and she's talking about how tell me, with the person you're with right now, did they have a daughter as well with somebody else or something?
They do have a daughter with someone else.
Uh-huh, okay, she goes, "Going to be a stepmom." I go, "What?" And I go, "Who is that?" She goes, "Daughter." I go, "Oh, okay." And she says that, tell me, honestly, what do you mean by that? Hold on. What? She's talking about how did you like miss your mom's last breath?
I walked away when she took her
That's
last
what she
breath.
says. That's what she
Mhm.
says. She said you were going to go do your makeup or something. And I go, what? I said, no, she's not. She's not. That she's just joking about how it happened. Okay. You know how they say, oh, she must
Yeah.
have gone and done her makeup. But
Yeah.
yeah, she goes like this. She says, oh, I took my last breath. And I said, oh, tell me about it. She goes, she missed it. And I go, oh, okay. She
I
says,
did.
come back. And
I
I'm,
backed up.
yeah. So no, she knows. So she saw
I
that.
was
She's talking
scared.
about you were, oh, I get
I
it.
was.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. And she's just saying, don't be. She loves you. She's a very high vibrational spirit, which means like heaven. She's very light. She's fun.
Good.
She's making me smile, which is all good. And she is what? Tell me. I love her. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so now I wonder, do you have any mm, Sagittariuses in your life or like December? Would that have anything to do with you? What is that?
Yes.
What is that?
Me and my current boyfriend, we had a miscarriage in December. That's the closest thing I can think of.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God. Okay, so let me tell you something. So my last session at the very end, there's somebody that shows up and they go, "You got to talk about December." And I go, "Who is this? A birthday?" And they go, "No." And I go, "What the fuck is with December?" And so I asked my client, I said, "Do you have anything with December?" I said, "It's Christmas." I said, "But other than that," and he goes, "No." And she just brought that up again. So your mother was coming through to try to talk about that.
Wow.
Okay. And and she knows about it. And she says that one. And she says, "Boy, were they trying." I said, "Oh, well, thank you for telling me that. I appreciate you." And she says that, so she's like joking, they can see everything, but they look at it a little bit differently. And she says that, what? "Oh, my thing said I found." So I have to say that she would find your son more than anything.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the boy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Really?
I had dreams my whole pregnancy with him. They all had my mom in them. And then when I lost him, I was like, "Mom, you were telling me the whole time you were gonna take him."
Yep,
Oh
absolutely. Yeah,
my
she just went up and she
gosh.
put boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
they're around.
Oh
Okay.
my
And they, what I know, that's a whole different thing. Tell me about it. Yeah, there's a lot of times where spirits will interject in other sessions because they're so excited about coming through. And I'm like, all right, I'll hold that in there. And so it was from her. And she says, "Tell me about it." Why? What? Oh, interesting. Does the person you're with right now, does he vape?
no.
Good. Okay, somebody just said stop vaping, and I know it's not you, so that's the only reason I was asking. Who vapes? Do you have any idea?
Um, a lot, my sister, my family. I used
Okay,
to,
I would have to say,
but no one
oh,
knows
oh,
yet. It's a
okay.
secret.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's between us. Yeah, I would have to say that she's yelling at everybody and she's talking about you stopping, but she's telling everybody else to stop as well. And she
She
says
told me that
that,
the whole time she was alive.
really?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's why. Yep. So she
Yeah,
came through my
that is
brain
like,
to tell you that again. And she what? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. She had a big attitude in a good way. She's funny.
mhm.
She goes, she's like stares at you with like these big eyes in my brain.
Yes.
And what? What? Did she like not like her body? Did she say her hips, she had like an up and down body or something?
She never talked about her body.
Okay, okay. This
She
is
made
what
it
she
that.
said. I go like this. I said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Talking with all that sass with your hand on your hip." She goes, "Oh, no, no, no. I didn't have my hand on my hip." I said, "Why?" She says, "I was more up and down, just straight." And I go, "Oh, okay." And she
Yeah.
goes, "No hips." I said, "Fine." And she's saying that, tell me, apparently your dad can eat her dirt or something, so she doesn't particularly care for your father.
No, not at all. None of us
Oh,
do.
okay.
Oh,
Okay. Well,
wow.
that she, I said, "So where is dad?" Or what do you, she goes, "Her dad can eat my dirt." And I said, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's good." And,
Yeah.
oh, was he cheating on her?
I don't know. They got a
You
divorce
don't,
when I was young. Um,
very little.
but
Interesting.
he's never been a good dad or been around.
No.
And
So
when
we
we
don't need to
lost our
have him there.
mom, he didn't come to her funeral. He didn't call us. He didn't do anything. So that's why she's saying that. I knew she felt that way.
Yeah.
I knew
Oh,
it.
yeah. Fuck him all the way through. Yeah, he didn't do anything. And she, why? Oh, did you get your mom flowers for Mother's Day? Like, did you actually do that? What is flowers on Mother's Day? What's going on with that?
I didn't get her flowers on Mother's Day, but after she passed, I built a garden and put,
All the flowers
mhm,
for her.
yep,
That's why.
yep,
Okay. She says, for mom, flowers. And she says at
yep,
home. And so I'm like, well, maybe she got you flowers. It's because she's a freaking garden
mhm,
at home. And
yep,
she says that she loves them And did you put like knockout roses in them and stuff? Or what did you put in there?
Nope. They're just, I mean, it's
Interesting.
really, I don't have a green thumb.
Everything.
So I just
Oh,
built a pretty, it's a vibe. It's a vibe where it's at.
oh,
And
yeah,
my kids built
yeah.
for her birthday, her
Hmm.
first birthday without us, they built it's like a cement and you put the glass in it and they wrote Nana
Oh,
in it, and that's in her little garden area. It's like dedicated to her.
oh, how sweet. Okay, so I just want to let you know she knows about all that. She knows about all
Oh,
that. Oh
good.
yeah, she would be there for all that. And she says that, tell me, what about her? What? Where are you going with that? February. Aquarius. Hold on. What does Aquarius have to do with anything? Or like in like February or very
That's
into
my current
January?
friend's birthday.
Mm.
Is it bad? Okay.
Okay. No, it's not bad. It's not bad. She just, well, okay. So while we're here, let me look. Let me say why. Now they do see everything. I just want to let you know
Okay.
they see everything,
Yeah.
past, present, and future. But that doesn't mean that we don't need to go through with it and love it and do it, right? So
Okay.
real quick, I want to look as to why I would see the 7-year itch thing. So I will tell you mine if you tell me yours. So my birthday is November 7th of 88. When is yours?
I'm October 10th, 89.
Oh, okay. Everybody is a Libra today.
Yeah.
That is, I'm here for it. I love it. And then what city were you born in?
In Birmingham, Alabama.
Alabama?
Alabama.
Okay, that would be her. No wonder. Okay. Yeah, I asked her in my head, I was like, are you from Tennessee? And she's like, hell no. I was like, okay, I don't know where you're
Yeah.
from then. Um, that makes sense. And then what about the guy you're with?
February 5th, 91.
Okay, hold on. And then do you know where he was born at?
In Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay, okay. I'm not mad at that. Hold on. Birmingham, Alabama. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna look real quick. I'm gonna have
Okay.
all these faces. Hmm. Okay, hold on. Well, hmm, y'all are both stubborn as hell, I can tell you that. That's
We are. We
you
are.
are. That's okay though. Oh wow. So I see why. I'm not going to give you like doom and gloom or anything like that. Let me tell you that. But let me
You
tell you
can.
why. Okay, okay. It may be, this is the only thing I want you to do with this information I'm going to give you is when you see this manifesting in your relationship, I want you to go, oh,
Mhm.
that's what we talked about. And I just want you to note it down. I want to let you know everybody is great individually on their own and they're amazing. But sometimes when you get with somebody, you like playing 2 chords on a piano, right? Sometimes they sound amazing, sometimes they're a little good, and sometimes they're really fucking off, right? But no matter how
Right.
hard we bang them, it doesn't mean that it always is going to sound better. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
this is kind of what this is. So I see why you're together. I see why you like this person. I mean, all the way. So both are air signs. This is great. Really, really good. He's a little bit more quirky and can be inward and a little bit more mysterious, which is nice. You're this light, airy Libra, Aquarius. He's going to make you feel like there's a sense of safety in your relationship and like wanting and belonging and possessiveness, because that's what's going to come with like his type of quality. We'll talk about this. But the other thing is that actually you are seeing yourself in him and you're wanting to bring out that light. Why? Because your moon, which is actually who you are, not your sun sign, your moon is in Aquarius. And so when you get with him, you're like, oh my God, that's part of me that I kind of like lost, or I feel like I lost, and I'm bringing it back out again. Okay. Now, as far as on an emotional scale for both y'all, is this the best match in the emotion area? No, probably not. And the only reason why, let me tell you. But is it bad? Could it be a slow burn? Yes. If we understood our strengths and our weaknesses and knew when we weren't mirroring this onto another person, yes, but most people don't do that, right? So his moon, his emotional side is in Scorpio. Yours is in Aquarius. Essentially, Scorpio is the darkest, deepest, heaviest energy in this the cosmos. And you are the lightest, airiest, happiest. Okay. So when we get this together, what can end up happening is that he either won't know how to communicate, won't know how to talk, or just keep shoving the emotions down lower and lower and lower. And you're the bringer of light. You're the bringer of happiness. You're the bringer of joy. That's your energy. And so because Aquarius is so used to getting shit on over and over again, you will, because that's what they do. That's the energy that they get. They have people come up and punch them in their face, and until they stop being happy. And then one day they have to realize, I don't like getting punched in the face. I am very happy. Fuck all you guys. I'm going to be amazing. Okay. It's essentially the story of Aquarius. So what happens here is that his moon is so deep and you are so bright that he can either find you, can get to be where he's finding you annoying, or it can be to where his darkness rubs off on you and you start collapsing on the inside. You may start getting depressed. You may start being like, I don't know why you just don't deal with it. Well, it's because he doesn't know how to deal with it. He doesn't have that air sign. And because he's a man in this life and he has this Aquarius on the outside and the super deep Scorpio, it can be to where his emotions and like this depth and this solemnness and this like darkness kind of can consume him, and you will just be like, why can't you change? Well, he doesn't know how to, because he doesn't have that energy about him, but he's good. He actually is very like musician, mysterious type, or can be. And so I see why you would be allured to that, right? Because the parallels, darkness and light, like meet. But the other thing is that be really careful, because what can end up happening is that you can feel as the years go on, I mean, this is not going to be a quick thing, but as the years go on, you can almost feel like, wow, am I really just in this relationship by myself? And then what can happen is that he can come back in and talk to you and be like, no, we're doing this. It's great. And you have this false pretense of like security. And then it just happens over and over again. Okay. That's the Scorpio thing. And you will take it because you always believe that there's the best in people, and he will keep giving it because he knows he can bring it back in and control it. Okay. So I want you to watch that.
It makes sense.
Okay, so hold on. The next thing is your communication style. Both of y'all are on an earth sign, which is great. Yours is in Virgo, so you're a perfectionist. His is in Capricorn, which means he wants to run the place. The difference here is that you're both in earth signs, but he's going to squash you, because Virgo can be very timid. They're very, very smart, but they don't realize how smart they are. That's what you are. And so essentially you have to come up with all the facts to him, but because he has all the Scorpio, he's going to manipulate it and say that you're dumb. Okay. And then he's going to crush it with Capricorn. Bomb. And so then you're going to be sitting there like, well, I did, but I guess not. Okay. So watch out for that. There's not going to be a winning thing in your area. Okay. The next thing is that your love sign, how you want to be loved and how you give love in return. This is on very, very opposite areas. So your Venus is in Sagittarius. So you want to go out, you want to go see things, you want to go explore, you want to go, I don't know, to maybe a show, or like go travel. Like you have this very light, competitive energy about you. It's really nice. Like you're on fire. His is in Pisces, which goes meh. Meh, I'll be here. Meh. And so what can end up happening is you're like, come on, come on, come on. Why don't you get up here? Why don't you do this? Meh. And so your fire starts to dim. Okay. And he stays the same because nothing's changing for him. He may get really annoyed at you and what you're doing, right? And that is going to cause you to question yourself more. Okay. And so you have to realize, what is he doing? That's his vibration. What you're doing, that's your vibration. How are you affecting one another? Okay. Because what does water do to fire? Puts it out, right? Exactly. Now, the other thing too is that you are passionate about everything. You can be passionate about everything. He, because he has a muted Venus, he can be passionate about only like one or two things. It's almost going to be very muted. It would be consistent. It can be consistent, but it's just not going to be like where your area is, and you're going to question yourself. The last couple of things is you have a thing called a masculine side. It's your Mars. It's fighting, it's sex, it's drive, all that stuff. So yours is in Libra, which means you really want to be with somebody that is secure. Like if you date somebody, I want you to be with somebody that's a Taurus all the way through. And the reason for that is because Libra is looking for security in their life. And they tend to go and they can fall in love with the wrong person because they believe it's secure. And then they get their face beat in, okay? Like emotionally, maybe even physically. They're the kings and queens of being involved in a narcissistic abusive relationship. And because you are used to taking care of everybody and making sure that everything is fine, you make excuses for why this is okay. Okay. So you have to look into that. The other thing is that his Mars, his masculine side is in Gemini, which sometimes can mean that you don't know what side you are going to get. Okay. Sometimes he can be very, very happy, very, very good. Sometimes he can be like a grumpy little butthole, which is fine. We all have that in us, but this would be almost like more to the extreme. You can find this more. This can also mean that maybe he doesn't know exactly who he is, even though he is a good person, he's a good soul. And so you may not know, like you may walk on eggshells with this person, or you can walk on eggshells with this person. In a highest vibrational state, if he was acting in like the best version of him, my God, he would be the most introverted, extroverted counselor, therapist that teaches kids how to get off like drugs and become better public speakers. Like that's who this is. In the lowest vibration, he could become callous and negative and inward and not talking and trying to take everybody else down with him, essentially. And so you have to find that somewhere in the middle, but that also deals with a lot of introspection. Now, the last couple of things that you have a thing called a Jupiter. It's how you gain your luck in life. It is your superpower. So his Jupiter is actually in Leo. So he's trying to learn how to be the dominant male. He's trying to learn how to be the leader, which what happens when you have somebody that's a real leader? They stand up, they know what's best for everybody, including themselves. They keep people, raised. They don't fight. They don't yell. They know how to talk. But I imagine when leaders are trying to get up to that level, they have a lot of times where they're acting like a whiny little butthole, right? And so essentially, wow, you're not doing this, you're not doing what I'm saying, all that jazz. And the whole thing with this is that your Jupiter, which is how you gain your luck in life, you're already there. Okay. You don't need to find it. You're already there. Yours is in Cancer, which means you take care of and nurture everybody around you. But do you want to take care and nurture that attitude? So you got to look at that. The other thing too is because his Jupiter is in Leo, yours is in Cancer. Again, what does fire and water do? Right? So it could be that you stunt each other's growth and expansion, which leads you feeling like you're more alone than ever in a relationship. Okay. The last two things is we have a thing called a Lilith. It is our bad side. It is our negative side. It is our past life energy. And it's the energy that when we see it in other people, we're trying to get away from. So his is in Sagittarius, which is what your heart is. So this means to me that every time you bring that up and every time you act in this way that is passionate, he goes, I don't want that. Okay. Because he's not in that vibration anymore. He's trying to get away from it. Okay. And yours, are you ready for this? This is very interesting. Yours is actually in Scorpio, which is what he is. So essentially you hate the negative side. You hate that we can't talk about it. Why are you being so dark? Why are you being a petty little, butthole and stuff like that? So essentially when he's acting in that vibration, it's, triggering you because that's the lower vibration of you because you're done with that. And essentially it's causing you probably to fight a lot or can fight a lot or feel like you're on two sides of like the different room. And so really, can this work out? I mean, it can if there's a lot of introspection. Like I said, if there's a lot of talking, but I can tell you that with him, if he doesn't really take a look at it, which he may not because Scorpio is so dark, it'll end up going into self-destruction. And then you have the choice of, do you want to sit there and do you want to take care of that? Or do you want to go and find your light and not lose it in somebody else?
Right.
There you go. That's it. That's it. So that reads like a book. And so I just want you to think about that. Now, that doesn't mean you have to move or go or run or anything. I just want you to recognize these things and these patterns and go, oh, okay, interesting. Okay. So, and the other thing with this, I'm going to go ahead and feel just a little bit more. The other thing with this is, people go, well, can they change? Well, yes, but the energy that you see and experience the world through, those are like your glasses and you can't change those glasses. There's some things that no matter how hard you hit it, that vibration is not going to change because that's not who they are. It just means we learn from them, we grew with them, and we can move forward, just like wearing a pair of shoes. We don't have to keep it for the rest of our life, right?
Right.
Oh yeah. So think about that. Think about that. Okay.
Yes.
And that's coming from your mommy. And what? See, there's a reason for us to be here. Tell me. Oh my God. What? Tell me. She just loves you. She just keeps saying, I love her. I love her. I go, I know. And see, you have the nursing in you. That's your Cancer and your Jupiter. That's all about nursing. So no wonder she was talking about that earlier. And she says that, help me. Oh, I just want y'all to like plan a little family trip. And he doesn't want to plan a family trip. He doesn't want to like go anywhere like to the beach or like do anything like that.
My kids and I are actually going to the beach this weekend, but I'm not taking him. Yeah.
Him. Oh, she goes like this. She goes family trip, plan, plan, plan. Oh, and I go, oh, okay.
Yeah, he's upset. But
Yeah. You
yeah.
know why he's upset? Because you're getting further away from his grasp. That's what Scorpio in this placement is.
Yeah.
Okay. Your energy to him is I want you to picture a dragon with talons like this, holding a little shiny ball of light. Okay.
Mhm.
He's the talons, you're the ball of light.
Yep. No,
Okay.
feel
So,
that.
uh-huh. That's what
Feel
that
it.
is. Okay. It's just the darkness. It's just they're there for learning. They're there to understand. I mean, the whole thing. So just the other thing is like if you ever break up or if you ever move on, you need to be by yourself for probably about 6 months to a year, because what
Yep.
will happen is because you're addicted to that energy. I mean, not in a bad way, you're just used to it. And so if
Right.
you go and you date somebody else right away, you're going to get somebody with that same energy, by the way.
Yep.
Okay. So think
I
about
love
it.
being by myself.
I know. Well, I love you. I think that you're amazing and know that your mommy's going to go with you.
Oh, thank
Okay.
you.
Go and don't look back. And so for right now, do you have any questions for me at all or anything?
Is there a way to like ask if she knows of something that my sister and I did for her after she
Let's see.
passed?
Let's
She
see.
she was a part of it before she passed.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see what she can bring in my brain. What? Hold on. So when this happened outside?
We did it. Well, it didn't happen
You did
outside.
it
We did it
outside.
after she passed.
After. Okay. Okay. Let me tell you what she's made me hear wind in my ears. Like when it goes, and I go, what is this? Hold on. Tell me. Come here. What are you going? What happened? Can you tell me about that? It may be, if I haven't seen it before or if I haven't experienced it before, it'll be really hard for them to pull it out of my brain. But hold on. Come here. What happened? Do you remember? No. Mm. She's showing me something. Okay. Hold on. She keeps showing me a three-way tie, which is weird. Come here. Weird. What does that mean? What does that mean? She keeps showing me a stamp. Hold on. What does that mean? Did you get like a piece of art that involved her in it as well? Or all three of you like a I don't think it's a triangle, but she puts a drawing and then she puts like the three or something. What is that about?
Before she passed, before she went and got bad, we
Yeah.
got her to I love you. And my sister and I went and had it
Oh,
tattooed on us.
you got okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I haven't. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Good job, Mom. Okay, yeah. She got a pen and she's drawing black lines in my brain and like just like this. And I go, what is that? What is that? So yeah. So yes, she does know. She does know what happened. And what? Tell me. Like, what is this piece of art you're talking about? She's like, oh, it's forever. It's precious. And I'm like, it is precious. It is forever.
Yeah,
And
it is.
tell me. Yeah, she knows. She knows. And why? Did we end up getting her cremated?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I said, what happened to your burial? Where's your grave site? She goes, they got me cremated. I go, oh, okay, well, that's okay. And she says that, what? Have y'all thought about like throwing her? Ooh, have y'all thought about like throwing her down by the water or something, but it hasn't happened yet or something?
She asked for us to put some of her at the beach and some at the mountains, and we
Beach.
haven't yet.
Okay, well, please go do that. Please go. You take her. Can you take some of her with you this weekend?
I'm so weird. I don't want to touch it. I
Oh
need
my
my
God.
sister to go. I know. Maybe I should.
Okay.
But I know my sister wants to do it with me and she won't be there.
Okay.
So trying to,
Okay.
I know, but she does want us to do that.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
she didn't even like the beach. I'm like, why do you?
I know. Well, that's why she said she put water because I go, oh, were you going down to like Gulf Shores or something? And she goes, I didn't care for it. And I go, okay, well, why are you putting water? I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah. So do it. Do a little bit. Don't do all of it, but do a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I
Okay.
can do that.
Okay. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to take a couple minutes. Thank you for letting me answer your questions. If you need me or if you have any questions, let me know. Okay.
Okay.
If you need to vent about an experience, let me know. Okay. I can even
Okay.
tell you, like, is that Scorpio energy or it's not? I've been in your situation before. I get it. And so if you need
Okay.
me, let me know. Okay.
Thank
You're welcome. Good luck, my friend. I love you. Talk to you
thank
later.
you.
Okay. You're welcome.